Hello everyone, this is the first Let's Play video for the new EvoCreo series that I'm making for my YouTube channel. So EvoCreo is a game that is like Pokemon, and it is created by the company Ilmfinity. As you can see at the bottom right here, Ilmfinity, it says below loading. And so first I'm just going to go over the main, I'm not going to do push notifications. So first I'm just going to go over the main menu. So there's the setting with the UI control. It has digital, analog, and touch. So I've already gone through and played the game on another device, and I prefer digital over. I tried analog and digital. I haven't tried touch, but I'm just gonna stick with digital because analog sometimes it's not very precise. So I'm sticking to digital. Digital is like the D-pad. Analog is like a joystick, and touch is where you touch where you want the character in the game to go, and he goes there, he or she. And then below that you have the music, which you can obviously turn on or off, and then you have the scale, which is fit, stretch, or pixel. So pixel and fit are pretty similar. Um, Fit, it as you can see, the borders on the sides. There's no border on the sides, and then there's a little bit of space at the top and bottom. Stretch fills up the entire screen, and pixel leaves a margin on the sides and the top. And so that way, it's basically depends on what you like. So I'm just gonna keep it on stretch. I like how stretch looks because I like it having on the whole screen. And then obviously there's autosave, which is on or off. We're gonna keep this on. And so the redeem code is for depending on what you want to, or sorry, the redeem code is because the game originally was released on Kickstarter. And so if you donated money to the game, then depending on how much money you donated, you got a code that would give you something inside the game. So I'll leave a link in the description below for the Kickstarter. So if you want to check it out, see what the game was like and what the video was on Kickstarter, you can check that out. And so now there's new game and load. So you go to new game if you've already created an account and you want to restart it, and or like reset the account. And load is if you just want to continue the game. So we're just gonna start a new game. There's a local one, and then there's a cloud one. So the cloud one you can sign in on Google Plus, and that way you can play on the same account across different devices. And so yeah, you just sign in on Google Plus, and then the local one is specifically for that device. So we're just gonna keep it on local for this account, and yeah, let's get started. Hello, welcome to EvoCreo. A world filled with monsters called Creo awaits you. Before you start your journey, we have some questions we need to ask. Are you a boy or a girl? So I'm a boy. What's your name? So I'm going to name it Kato like I do for any other account. Oops, that's wrong. For any other account that I have, that I make, pretty much. So, yeah, so Kato. And your sister will follow you on your adventure. What is their name? Should be her, but that'll probably be fixed. So if you didn't know, Kato comes from the Hunger Games, and he's the bad guy, or he's one of the bad guys. And I don't know why that's my username for everything, but um, yeah, I used it once and it sort of stuck. So the main person in Hunger Games, one of the main people, is Katniss, who's the girl. She's the main female person in the movie, and so I think I'm just gonna name my sister Katniss, even though Katniss is like enemies with Kato. But that'll make it more fun. It'll make it more interesting when they're talking. Are you sure you want to use this name? Yes. Excellent. You're ready to travel through the land of Zenith and take on all the challenges that await. So Zenith is the name of the world in this game. Good luck. Monster inhabitants, Creo, have grown alongside man in this world. Early Creo were used for farming, hunting, sports, and even pets. Those that could link to and control the actions of their Creo were called evokers. When the Creo Wars encompassed the continent in the early history of man, evokers from every region fought for control, though there were few in number. The war lasted for several decades and took countless lives. When it subsided, the tension between the regions was still high. To control the aggression and prevent an outbreak from occurring again, the regions agreed to hold a tournament of games that would be played with evokers and their Creo. Thus, the sport of Creo something. Creo something. I didn't. EvoCreo was born. I think that's what it said. So yeah, now we're getting started. Katniss, Kato, where have you been? Father's been missing for a few days now, and you're loafing around. Lanos has some new information and wants to see us. So we're going to follow our sister to Lanos. I'm glad both of you are here. Kato, as you know, your father and I are old friends. We had planned a meeting this morning, but he never made it. I went to his office and it looked like he left in a hurry. While in his office, I found some logos that I believe belong to the group known as Shadow Hive. I worry something has happened to him. I know this is a lot to take in, but I would encourage you not to do anything rash. But I know you take on after your father. Before you do anything, I think Golgo by the farm wanted some help. So let's talk to our sister. Oh, that's a glitch. I don't know where the D-pad went. I'll be right back. Oh, there's some funny glitches in this game. Oh, okay, I just forgot to change it to digital. There was nothing wrong with the game. I just accidentally left it on touch. Don't know what I was doing. Alright, so back into the game. We'll go back to where Katniss is and talk to her. Can't believe you forgot where Golgo is. Golgo works on the farm to the southeast of here. So let's go to the southeast and talk to Golgo. Actually, first I'm just going to quickly explain the UI. So in the top left, you have Prime Gemma, which is the currency that you buy with in-app purchases. And look, I just found one over here. So you found Prime Gemma. And now, as you can see, I have 100 in the top left corner. And now we're going to walk over to this guy. Hey, Kato, you're usually around, but you didn't show up last week. I was taking these little guys out for some fresh air, but they're a handful. Hey, maybe you can help me? Why don't you take one of these fellas off my hands for a while? So now they're going to come around, and we are going to choose our starter Creo. I'd ask, which one's your favorite? Go ahead and talk to the Creo you like the most. So at the top is Rebus, a powerful Creo that dominates the battlefield. And then on the left, you have Furin, a balanced Creo that can tackle any situation with ease. And at the bottom, you have Dior. Dior can be difficult to take down, and it's intelligent and agile. So in my account, in the playthrough that I played on another device, so I could sort of have an idea of what the game is about, what it's like, and I chose Rebus at the top. So I'm going to choose one of the other two this time, and the different thing about this game is that all three of the starters have the same type, so there's no type advantage or anything like that. And the only difference is the stats. So I'm guessing at the top, since it said Rebus is powerful, has the most amount of attack. On the left, Furin is balanced, so it probably has the most balanced stats all around. And at the bottom is Dior, is the most agile, so it probably has the highest speed. So I'm going to choose Furin. Oh yeah, and also they all have multiple different evolutions, but I'll go over that later. So I'm going to choose Furin. Furin is balanced Creo, so yeah, we're going to choose him. That's my favorite one. An inkling that would be the one. He really seems to like you. Oh, I'm late. I'm late for a meeting with Lanos. I'm sorry, Kato, but I have to run. So now he is going to run off. And as you can see, this is on the top right. It has save, main menu, and this question mark. So the question mark is like the thing that you choose when you want it basically gives you your quest on the main storyline. And so didn't Gogo say he was going to meet Lanos in his office at Lanosoft? So we need to head over to Lanosoft, which is probably one of those big blue tall buildings by Katniss. And also below that tablet thing, which is what it's called at the top right, the tablet, is the shop. And as you can see over here, there's a currency, which is the Prime Gemma. You can buy it with real money, or you can get some for free with Tapjoy. And then below that is Summon, which is what most people use the Prime Gemmas on, and which is what I recommend using it on. And so you summon Creo with the 300 Prime for 300 Prime Gemma each. And I'm just going to choose it so it shows you what it is. It contains a rank 7 or greater Creo that will have an alt color scheme. It may also contain a stronger rank 10 genetically modified Creo. So what this means is that each Creo has a different like there are different ranks that it can be from 0 to 10 or from 1 to 10. And so most of the ones you find in the wild are usually from about 1 to 5 stars. The rank is shown on the Creo by stars by the health bar, but So, but then you can also find 7 stars. You can find 10 stars, but they're a lot more rare. So this one contains a rank 7 or greater Creo. So this is probably going to be one of the main ones they use besides the starter one. And so, no, I don't want to purchase it because I can't afford it. And then below that is the item, the Sonic Ward. Use the Sonic Ward to avoid all wild encounters in the area in areas that have already been visited. This item never runs out. You want to purchase this item? No, I'm not going to purchase it because, like I said before, you want to save your Prime Gemma for the Creo summon. But and then the last one's Avatar, which is all these different skins for the people that you can be. So right now I'm just the regular guy walking around, and in the future, or maybe after this episode, I might do some Tapjoy to downloading apps and stuff to get another 100 Prime Gemma, so I can um, buy the item, the Sonic Ward, so that during the Let's Play series, I don't have to constantly be like while I'm like going from place to place, I don't have to be attacked all the time. But first, I want to find out. I'm going to try to find out if it's possible to turn off the Sonic Ward because I want to be able to turn it off so that I can train the Creos that I have whenever I want to. So let's just talk to her again. I saw Gogo walk past here. It looks like he was in a hurry. So this is Lanosoft at the top. And so we're just going to enter the building. We're going to go up to the top. Oh yeah, and before I forget, I'm going to explain what this last, or actually, yeah, never mind. I'll explain it later. Oh, there's also Prime Gemma there. I'll get it later. Well, well, look who it is. Kato, I can see you made a friend. You take on after your father. He was a natural evoker and even became an evoking master by beating the competition at the Coliseum. So it looks like our father is a pro at evoking. Sigh. Those were the days. Gogo, don't be so glum. Or Gogo, and then Gogo says, "Don't be so glum, Lanos. Cheer up, Kato. Cheer up. Kato here has the potential to be even greater than him." Agreed. If you're going to become an evoker and try to save your father, then you're going to need some help. Give me your tablet for a second. Beep beep. Okay, I just uploaded some apps that our company has designed to keep evokers at the top of their game. Be sure to check them out when you have a chance. Little fella, you take care of Kato, alright? Y'all be careful there, Kato. The world can be a dangerous place. It's been great talking with you as usual, Lannis, but I have to get back to work. See you later. So Gogo just walks off. Kato, the world is filled with evokers trying to prove their worth. Your strength will come from your Creo and theirs from you. I'm sorry I cannot join you on your journey, but I will help you whenever and however I can. On your journey, see if you can find other farmers in the world. They may be able to help you along your way. Also, please see your mother before you leave. We don't want her to worry. So, I guess we need to talk to her mother. I should see Mom before I go to Plante Village. Let's quickly pick up this other Prime Gemma. And, oops. Okay, so first off, I'm going to explain these 3 new apps that we got on our tablet. So the first is the bio. So the bio is like our identification. It's like it has our name, how long we've been playing, the money, how much money we spent, where we are right now, the level of our person, and then a picture of our person. You can choose from the male or female, and I guess you can choose from other people if you buy one of the other skins. The experience of your player at the bottom. Zenith Key, which is you get a piece of it every time you beat one of the main people in each different city. And you need it to go enter the Coliseum, which is like the end goal where you need to go to become an evoking master. And then on the left, you have the ability, unlocked, and points. So unlocked is how many abilities you have unlocked. Points, you get 1 point per level. And these are all the player abilities. So you can reset it anytime you want. As you can see right now, we have the evoker ability, which doesn't do anything. It just says you are now recognized as an evoker. When you reset it, it doesn't have a blue outline around it anymore, and I can unlock it again. And you can do it as many times as you want. So a good thing about this is that you can choose different abilities depending on what situation you're in, whether you're trying to find rare Creos, whether you're trying to get more money, whether you're trying to buy things. Depending on what you want, you can reset it and change it however you want. And so it just adds a whole other element to strategy. So I'm just going to go through and read out each one of the abilities. Regen, Creo health regenerates while moving. Traveler, increased travel speed. Bargainer, all items are half off. Paramedic returns to the entrance of the current map and not to the local EvoCreo building. So that's if all your Creo faint. You don't have to go back to the EvoCreo building, which is where you go to heal up your where you go to heal up your Creos. So instead, you just go back to the beginning of that map. And then you have Master EvoCreo. All Creo gain experience after battle. Um, Recover Creo fully heal upon being captured. Increased chance to capture wild Creo. A chance links can be reused. An increased chance to encounter rare Creo. A small chance links will be upgraded to Dominus Link. And so what links are, they're kind of like they're basically Pokeballs, except for in this game. And so it's what you use to capture the Creo. And the Dominus Link is like the Master Ball. It has a 100% catch rate. And the last branch is Businessman. Get twice as much money from trainers after a battle. All attacks have an increased critical chance. All Creo start the match with a random boon. Creo get double experience from victories. And lastly, all moves recharge twice as fast. So what boons are is they are sort of like buffs for your Creo, and so they can include like better accuracy, um, health regen, things like that. And they go away after a while. Like there's a certain amount of rounds that they're active for before going away, and certain moves give them to you. But you'll see it later on in the Let's Play series once we get moves that do them. So that's Bio. Creo has our Creo. There are a total of 5 different ones you can have in your party at once. And right now we only have Furin, our starter. And whoever is in the center is the one that's following you. So technically you could have any Creo following behind you. And so you can see at the top there are 5 circles and one of them is blue. So that's showing that you have one Creo and there are 4 empty spots. And then if you check the info, you have all this information. So at the top left, you have those 2 gray circles, and that's basically the type. So there's like a type and a subtype, but one of them isn't necessarily better than more important than the other. So this one's just a normal Creo, and then there's the EV with an arrow. That means if you want to allow it to evolve or not, and I'll explain why this is important later on when it's able to evolve. And then at the bottom you have, or below the picture, or when you choose the picture, it shows the health 15 out of 15, class none because it's just the original Creo. I don't know the importance of classes. I don't know if there is one yet. And then boon is at the bottom, which shows what boons it currently has activated, which I already explained. Conditions are like bad things, such as being burned or paralyzed, things like that. And then below that you have love or loyalty. I always think it's love, but I think it's loyalty. So loyalty, it decreases every time your Creo faints, and once it gets all the way to the bottom, it will start, or once it gets closer to the bottom, it will start gaining less and less experience from battles. So I'm not sure if that's if it's possible to increase that yet, but I'm sure if it is not, then it will definitely be introduced in a future update. And then below that is it says it's like 7 stars, and that's the I forgot what it's called, the rank. That's the rank. So like I said before, um, the starter starts with at rank 7. And then at the top you have Furin, which is the name. You can touch it to rename it. I'm just going to keep it like that for now. If you have any suggestions, then just let me know in the comments below, and I'll change the name to whatever you guys decide. And then next to that you have the level, and then the class, which already shows at the bottom is none. And then also at the bottom, when you touch the name, the picture of the Creo again, it shows the description. And then below the class, you have the height. Below the height, you have weight. Below weight, you have where you got the Creo, which in this case was Silicon Valley, which is where the farmer was when we got it from him. Below that, you have the experience, and next to that, you have the special attack, or the speed. Sorry. Above that, the defense. Above that, special attack. Above that, attack. Above that, vitality. So the vitality is how much your health, like how much health you have, and also how much healing moves heal you. And then next to that, you have the thing that shows how balanced each different statistic is. So, for example, some of them might have more attack, so it'll be sharper and more closer to the attack side. And then below that, that pentagon, you have the experience, which is like the bar. And then below the actual experience in the center is the affinity. So what that is in this one, in all the starters, you can change the affinity by touching the picture. And then whichever affinity reaches the max bar the first, that's which type the type of like what that decides what the Creo will evolve into. And some of them evolve once the affinity is max. Some of them evolve depending on the level, and you can find out what it is based on the Creopedia, which we'll get later on. And so we'll go more into detail about that. We'll decide which one we want to evolve into later. Right now, we don't really need to worry about it, but yeah. So and then I swiped. If you swipe to the left, you go to the move screen, which shows what your moves are. There's an elite move, which usually does most of my damage. They're sort of special. They maybe do a lot of effects. They do more damage, things like that. And then the three normal attacks in the middle, and then a heal move on the side. So some moves are only heal, some moves are only normal, some moves are only elite. So you can't have two elite moves, you can't have two heal moves, you can't have five normal moves. And then it also shows on the left based on the bars the different things like the when you touch and hold down on the side, it shows the element, the accuracy, the power, and the recharge, how long it takes to recharge. So as you can see, Scratch has 0 recharge, the healing move has 2 recharge, and both of them have 50 or 100% accuracy. And then also on the top, it shows by the picture what the element is, which in this case is both normal. And then if you swipe to the left one more time, you have traits and abilities, which our Creo hasn't learned yet, and we'll go more into detail about that once the Creo actually starts to learn them. So that is the Creo menu. And then the last app is the bag. So the bag has the health section, the link section, key section, tome section, and general section. So we'll go into more detail about what each of these are once we actually get items. But this has to do with like the things like taking away status effect, like making burn go away or giving you better accuracy. This is for or healing, and this is for the link one is for capturing. Keys are things that you can't sell, throw away, things like that. Tomes are things you use to teach your Creo new moves, and general is all the other stuff. It's like the miscellaneous category. So now let's leave and go find Mom. Let's walk down. Oh wait, I feel like we didn't get that. Oh, okay, we did. So now we have 200 prime gemma, as you can see in the top left. And so we only need 100 more. Oh, okay, this guy wants to talk to us. Dr. Finity. Hey, Kato, my name is Dr. Finity. I heard you just became an EvoCreo from Lanos. I represent a research firm in Fortuna City that specializes in Creo data acquisition and EvoCreo performance. We developed a map app that will help you keep track of where you are and where you need to go. Let me see your tablet. Nice. You can now look at the map of Zenith and keep track of where you've been and where you need to go. Good luck on your journey. So we just got another app, the map app, and it shows basically the entire map of Zenith. So when you choose, you can touch any of the red rectangles, and it shows on the bottom left what it is. They're all either cities or towns. So Old Town, Silicon Valley, or that's the only exception. And then Plante Village, City, Hydro City, Electron Metro, Muerte Town, Mantleboro, Atmos City, Magna Town, and Fortuna City. And the blue ones are like landmarks. So 50 Acre Woods, Cave of Wonders, Treasure Island, Senate Park, Alphite Tower, Far Lake Volcano. You can't really see which one I'm choosing, but yeah. So each of the blue circles signifies a different landmark. And let's go on to Old Town. So now we're in Old Town, and we just need to go straight up, and hopefully we will find Mom. Oh, okay, there's Mom. So, just like your father, always dashing off on your adventures. He wouldn't approve, but if no one's going to help him, it's up to us. We're all he has. Here, take this. Receive 500. And take these. Receive 5 links. They were your father's. They will do you more good than him. Good luck and stay safe. So she just gave us some money and some links to capture Creos. The only way to Plante Village from here is through the 50 Acre Woods. So if we look at our map, it's right next to us, 50 Acre Woods. So we probably need to go off to the right. But first, we're going to do a little bit of exploring. So we found another Prime Gemma. And now we have 300 Prime Gemma, so we can afford to do a summon. Let's see if we can get something good. Our first Creo. 7-star. Oh man, okay, so it's not an 8, 9, or 10-star. And we got a schoolish or shoalish. So I know from experience that that is not the best starting one, but because you can find them anywhere. But supposedly they have a really high speed, so that might be useful to have when capturing Creos. So as you can see up here in my bedroom, there is another prime gemma, so we have another 100. And I also know that throughout the entire game, so you can see we have another 100 prime gem at the top left. Throughout the entire game, you find a total of 600 prime gemma at the beginning of the game, and you don't find any more after that. So I recommend only spending those 600 to get 2 summons. So up here, let's see. It's probably where we can train our Creo a little bit. So we ran into some grass, found a Creo, and it is a rat owl. Alright, so dark and earth type, as you can see from the right. So this is our first battle. So at the top left, you have a level name, top right, the enemy's level and name, and then underneath that, the health for both, and then below that, you have the types. So this one is dark and earth, or rock, or whatever you want to call it. And then below that, the B is the boon. So those are all the good things, and then the C are the conditions, so all the bad things. And you can see the rat owl has 1 star, and we have 7 stars. So that's the rank, and then you have the health, and then the white bar next to the health is the experience, which you'll see go up once we defeat this rat owl. 2 damage. Wow. And they also did 2 damage. Luckily, we have a ton more health, so this should be easy enough. And I'm not going to waste my my link to capture this rat owl because I do not need this. So we beat that rat owl, got 60 experience points, barely anything, but it's alright. This is an item that, as you can see, and is a Shefa drop. So we got a Shefa drop, and let's go against one of these guys. So these guys, the ones that are just flying around, and it's not only one of them. There are different. They can be different kinds, like that are standing around, but sometimes they stand, sometimes they move, and they don't actively initiate you. You have to initiate them first, so they're not a harm. Only the other evokers that are in the way, when they see you, they walk up to you and attack you, but or challenge you to a battle. But these ones, they don't do anything to you until you walk up to them and actually challenge them. So this is a Ravian, a level 2 Ravian with 8 HP. So we did two damage with the scratch, 1 damage with peck. Okay, so this is a lot weaker. 1 more damage with peck. Okay, so lucky for us, or well, first of all, the game crashed. Second of all, lucky for us, it auto-saved by that house. So we're fine. Lucky, it's a good thing that autosave is there because otherwise it would be really hard to play this game. But yeah, this is still a very new app. It only came out in April 29th, and there's only been 1 update since then to reduce bugs and introduce that cloud save. Before that, there was only local save. So I'll just do a couple more battles. I'll cut forward to a battle where I actually level up, so you don't have to constantly watch me attack Creos over and over again. Okay, so I'm very close to leveling up now. So I'm just gonna show this battle, and there's probably gonna have to be 1 more battle. I don't know how, this is only level 3, so yeah, probably going to be 1 more battle. And also, as you can see, when my Creo does moves, there's a number that shows, and it shows how much damage it does. So -1, -2, things like that. So depending on the color that appears can show you different things. So first off, green shows that it's healing. So it's obviously it does plus whatever and it's healing. White means it just does regular damage. Yellow means it's a critical hit. Red means that it's super effective. It's sort of like that, super effective. And I think it's blue means, yeah, I think it's blue, means that it is not very effective or it's very ineffective or whatever. So we are probably going to be able to get one more. We should be able to level up with 1 more battle. So okay, 1 more battle. and we should be able to level up. Righto. Good. It should be easy. Only level 2, actually. I don't know. I'm hoping we can. So another thing I forgot to say is that you can see the bars above the moves. That's green, and so when it's green, that means it's recharged. So say I use recover right now, that was sort of a waste of recover. But if I use recover, then if you see the bar above it, it's black now. And if it took more than one turn to recharge, which I think it does, I think it takes 2 turns to recharge. Yeah, as you can see, it's a red bar and it's halfway there. So depending on how many turns you need, it'll fill up the bar a different amount. So it'll be recharging, which is what it says that it's trying to do if you try to use it after you just used it. So if I use it right now, and now it's recharging, if I try to use it again, it says recover is still recharging. So do one more attack, critical hit, and did I level up? Yeah, okay, leveled up. Fear and grew to level 6. So now you see all the stat improvements, +2 for everything. And unlock the move Kindle. So that's cool. So I learned a fire move. And another thing that I need to say is that if you were wondering how do you increase the affinity for each Creo, because the affinity basically shows, like I said before, the affinity shows, oops, I don't know why I did that. It shows, like, whichever gets filled up first, that's what it'll evolve into. And so how do you increase the affinity? So as you saw before, the normal affinity is already increased, but I don't think there's a normal evolution for Furin or any of the other starters. But the way to increase the affinity, there are 2 ways. One way is by using a move of that type. So if I use Kindle, which is a fire move, if I keep using it, eventually it'll increase the affinity for fire. And once it gets full to the fire, it'll evolve into the fire version of Furin. But there are other ways. There are also other things. I'm having a mind blank right now. I can't remember what they're called. But you can buy them, and you can also find them throughout your adventures when you're going from place to place. But you can also buy them from the shops, and you can sort of feed them to your Creos, and it'll increase the bar for affinity. So we are just going to head back. Hopefully we don't come across anyone else. Okay, good. Now let's head back. Explore a little bit more. I don't want to do any more battles, so I don't want to use up any more time. And let's see if there's anything else that we missed out on. I know there are 2 more Prime Gemmas sitting around. Don't remember where they are. I'll probably figure out by the next episode, and I'll probably get them next episode if I can't find them right now. But yeah, let's see what's over here. Oh, this is the place where you start out, you see at the beginning. So this guy, I'm not going to talk to him. Don't talk to him because he's the Evo King Master. And if you talk to him, then he battles you, and you don't want to do that because he has level 50 Creos. And but when you actually end up going against him, his Creos are going to be much higher level than that. It's just at that time it's level 5. It's level 50 when you attack him over there. So yeah, I can't remember where the other Prime Gem are. I don't know if they're farther along into the journey or not, but this is where we need to go when we leave. So over here is another item, so let's take it, and then this lady is going to come up to us and talk to us. Hey, is that yours? No, then you shouldn't be taking it. Now go away. Now, what I found out is if you're stubborn, then you'll eventually get it. So, excuse me, are you still trying to take that? Is stealing the trait of a hero? No, then put it back and walk away. Well, I still want it. The nerve. Fine, take it. I should have hidden it in a closet. Exactly, don't leave it sitting around outside. Okay, so we got an Essentio Stone. An Essentio Stone is like rare candy in Pokemon. And so what it does is, let's see, where is it? It's in general. So a gem that shines brilliantly. Use this to raise a Creo's level by 1. So it increases the level of any of your Creo, whichever Creo you give it to by 1. So yeah, so it's not very common to find in the game. And there are actually a few bugs that allow you to get certain items. I don't know if you can get like this item, but there's certain items that you can get as many times as you want, and it's sort of like bugs. It's because of bugs. But I'm not going to say it just because that sort of makes the game unbalanced, and it makes it less fun when you have an unlimited amount of an item. So yeah, I'm not going to say how to get it because it's not as fun. I mean, if you figure it out, then you can use it, but honestly, it's not as much fun if you cheat by playing the game. So yeah, so we're just going to stop at the end of this place where we need to stop. So let's talk to this guy. I'm just about to head into 50 Acre Woods, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. Links to capture Creo, Chef drops to heal my Creo, Boda drops to cure conditions off my Creo. So that's basically telling you links. It's basically telling you the function of them. So links are used to capture Creo, Chef drops are used to heal, and Boda drops are to cure conditions. So anytime you see Shefa something, because there are different kinds. Shefa drops only heal by like 20% or something like that, and Boda drops only take away one condition. But as you go along, you'll find more advanced versions that take away two conditions or heal 50% or heal 100%. All the healing ones will start with Shefa. All the curing condition ones will start with Boda. And there are different. There are other types of drops too, but yep, that's everything. If you're going there, then you will need this. You received a Shefa drop. Good luck. So now, as you can see, we have two Shefa drops. And so a small crystal imbued with a small amount of energy heals 20 HP plus 15% of Creo's HP. So we have two of those to heal our Creos just in case. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. This video is sort of just to show the basic mechanics of the game, show the UI, how to play the game, what it's about, what it's like, and explain it to anybody that's new. And in the next episode, we'll actually start the journey into 50 Acre Woods and then to Plante Village, where we can hopefully beat some trainers or EvoCreos. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you want to stay along with the series and see how it ends up, see the different Creo that we get. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.